Hello, I'm Jessica Farron with RCW News, and today we have Amy Archer with us. Welcome, Amy. Amy has been a nurse at Brandywine Springs for the past 2 years. Before that, she was at McCullough Elementary School in Colonial for about 5 years. But more importantly, this past winter and spring, Amy stepped up to be the team captain for this year's Great Red Clay Wellness Challenge. There, she implemented some great challenges for the staff at Brandywine Springs. Amy, can you tell us a little bit about what made you decide to be team captain?
I've always been motivated by working with people. I do some group fitness teaching. I've done that for the past 25 or 30 years. And I'm always motivated by working with other people. And so I thought if I wanted to succeed in the challenge, I should probably find somebody to work on it with me.
Oh, that's great. And you went above and beyond the 10-week challenge that we implemented. You implemented your own program. Can you talk a little bit about what that program was and how it succeeded at your school?
Yeah, we had a lot of staff who were interested in the challenge but weren't really interested in losing weight. So I wanted to try and find a way to incorporate them as well as the people who were going to actually participate in the weight loss challenge. So we made a big map of the United States, and I challenged everybody to find a number of steps that they wanted to walk across the United States, from Delaware to somewhere on the West Coast, and it could be anywhere. And so they were challenged to find maybe a couple of places along the way that they might want to stop, and to give me a reason why they might want to stop there. And to figure out, was that going to be enough steps? Me personally, I was using my Fitbit and noticed that I was only walking about 3 miles on an average day, which was about 6,000 or 7,000 steps, which wasn't getting me to that 10,000 step. So the challenge for me was to actually walk 5 miles a day to make sure that I made that 10,000 step goal. And so we had the map up on the wall outside my bulletin board, and I introduced everyone with writing a short bio on them, indicating how many miles they were going to walk and where they were going to walk. And so every week we updated how many steps or miles everyone had walked, and each mile that they had walked actually translated to 100 on the map, so that it was a little bit more relative and we could actually make it all the way over there. And then I just put a little bit about where they were and why they were there and why they had chosen to sort of maybe make that detour. For instance, my first stop was Washington, D.C. because my youngest child is in school there, so I went down and then went out and over. And so each week the students and the rest of the staff could see where everybody was, why they had gone there, and maybe a little blip about what they thought they might do when they arrived.
Sounds like such a great program and pretty good success and participation rate at Brandywine Springs.
Yes, everybody who signed up to do the walking challenge and the wellness challenge actually did it. It was a challenge with some of the technology. Some people didn't know how to work their Fitbit. Some people went out and actually
Always
bought.
a challenge.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Some went and bought pedometers, but everybody made it to where their goal, what their original goal was, to wherever they were going over on the West Coast.
And that's amazing. I mean, to get all those people to reach their goals.
Yeah.
What would you tell people at other school districts or other schools that maybe want to implement a similar program? Like, how would they get started, or maybe get the support from their school administrators to do something like this?
It was really easy. I think once you reach out, I just sent an email blast and said, hey, this Red Clay Challenge is really great, but I know a lot of you are really skinny and don't need to lose weight. So if you want to be more healthy, because everybody still needs to do cardiovascular exercise on a daily basis, why don't you join us doing this? And my principals were very much behind it. One of our assistant principals actually participated in the Red Clay Challenge and the Walking Challenge with us.
That's great.
And it's just, you reach out. I had already had a small group of people that I was exercising with on a weekly basis. And so talked to them, and then they talked it up at lunch, and word of mouth, really.
Okay. And having that strong principal administrator support really made a difference too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That's great. And what's one piece of advice you would give to anyone, a student, staff, or both, about wellness, something that maybe is personal to you, how they can achieve better wellness?
You have to do it. You have to get up off the couch, even when you don't want to, even when the show's good, even when it's not the best weather. If you just do it, because once you're done, you're going to feel so much better than if you had laid on the couch.
That's a great piece of advice. Well, thank you, Amy, so much for joining us today. Everyone watching, please stay tuned for more information about the next Employee Wellness Challenge, which will be starting in fall 2017. Thanks for joining us today for RCW News. Stay healthy, Red Clay.